All right, there we go. We can start now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're live on the radio air. And there we go. Hello everybody. How's everybody doing on this day? It's pretty cold outside for me. It's like in the mid 45 Fahrenheit. That's a bit cold. Good morning. So this is a whole new setup I'm not very familiar with. Everything that's going on, but everything set up. So today is February 14th. Why I am so I'm really it's a whole. It's not task. But I did bought some chocolate the other day. Really good chocolate. It's like a chocolate fudge ganache. Hey, I only have 2 left. Mm.
Sarubi123 says this is how you use the chat prompt.
Very good chocolate. So what's everybody been up to lately? Hi wife, how's it going? Okay, so the chocolate was pretty good. It's like bitter. It's not too bitter, but it's also not too sweet. It's like one of those cocoa powder that you mix with like condensed milk. Let the condensed milk is like unsweetened. No more chocolate for the bird. No, no more chocolate for the verb. It's like all gone. But I am accept. Shut the fuck up. The text, speech, pronunciation tellers. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. So, I do have this model all set up.
15% on Thursday says caw
And I
caw.
want to show you some of these cool features. Alright. So obviously, I can't see very far, so I got these glasses. Very, very nice red glasses. Hi chicken, how's it going? And also, of course, is
Schwinner12 says hi bear.
chilly outside, so I obviously had to put on some players. Layers, not players. And of course, it comes with a hug. It does feel like a hug, but it's a hood, not hug, man. I'm going to. Guy. Uh. Uh. Oh man, that's a big play on the TTS amount. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. You do not believe. You cannot believe. My accent just gets in the way. Chat got delayed LMAO, so did the TTS. Well, yeah, I don't have a good connection out here. Out in the fucking boonies, it's like this whole setup is a cave. Okay. Yeah, it's like I do not get like good connection. Good internet whatsoever. Excuse me. Oh man, we're getting classic Zen gaps with the TPS system. Yes, oh my god. Big hug for everybody. And also I can, and also I have a lot more to show you about this bottle. Model. Oh my god. There is. This whenever scuss happens. And whenever I'm mad at a game. And whenever I'm super mad. And this is when stuff happens like But anyways. I can look at you all like this. So I said, that's you. Pretty cool. The guy who, who made this? Made this PNG model. Pretty good. I really enjoy it working with him. So, there's something I didn't want to show you guys. I didn't want to show you guys. I'm it safe. Oh my god. Let me start off. There is. I found this website the other day. It's like a blog. From back in. When the CSP Foundation was still a big thing. SCP. Sorry, SCP. I found this website and this blog page from a while ago. That is very reminiscent of the SCP craze back in the mid 2010. It's very I just wanna let me show you. Let me show you. Hi, Jimmy. How's it going? Let me just move this down a little bit. Okay, so there was this whole block page. I had this. I had young woman. That just happened to found me in my cave. I do not know how. But she has sworn to secrecy. That it isn't SCP still big? Yes, it is, but this is like one of those old personal blog projects. And who? This and she is the girl who found me in my cave and she started to like interview me and all of that. That's asking me questions and what? So she apparently had made this blog page about me. In the same style as a SCP, but it's kind of like Yep. You know what? Let's just go right into it. I didn't really explore it all that much because there wasn't a lot to explore. There's just like 1 or 2 pages, but... Item. That's good to see so. I thought that maybe. I'll just go. Go through it with you guys. Okay. Excuse me. I just took them my own spit. Okay. So. Alright, so. So let me just zoom it out just a little bit so. Okay. So let me just read this and see where we go from there. As you have been aware, there were recent re-interests of the well-preserved Rulong Boam in the Liaoning province of Chang, China. Despite being of juvenile stature, it exhibits a strong and powerful physique. A terrifying visage, a powerful form. With Springfield poise. That exudes nimble power and civilian-like elegance unmatched by ilks of similar kind. But remember, that forest, that fossil. It's merely a young, immature likeness of a much grander, objective virtue. I have borne witness to a living legend, and in constant communication with them. I cannot relinquish all of my knowledge publicly about the breathing myth. But I can't document my findings of her in this wiki block for you to easily access. And lo and behold, the legendary dancing dragon of blue. There was only, so this is just the front page. And this was the picture she took when we first met. I was like, oh, I don't know, like a couple months ago. And there's like, not much. 2525. Access. Shut the fuck up. So. RTTS is gonna be the pain of me. Oh my god. And then by the way, you can totally tell Liam. Find this website by on your own if you would like to take a look at it. Let's see here. Let's see here. The outline. And pose up in a glamour shot for the article haul. Yes. Actually, yes. Let me ask you change that. To 13. There we go. That's the website I found this. That's the wiki.blog page that I found on. No, I found this one on. That's only one page left for us to really explore. Alright, so there's just this and everything else is. Does this empty, really? It's a whole page. Look at that, it's a whole ass page. Alright, so I can't really, so let's just. We'll get right into it. Who is the dancing dragon in blue? I have discovered the deity in a cave along the Yellow Coast and the Yellow Sea coast. Happening in her humble abode, reading books as the scriptures, as the scrolls piled haphazardly high in their personal stash. Literatures. That must have been collected, pinched over the millenniums that she had been alive. I'm sorry but I can't stop laughing. Like the scope is peak. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Keep Buddha. It is. It is kind of funny. So most of them fanfics and smut. But a good amount of works. Dedicated to the crafts of writing, music, pseudoscience, math, alchemy and chemistry, among other things. It was alike. At the Library of Alexandria, curated to see the fanfics, writers and readers, and whoever else needs inspiration for fictitious wolves. Like. That's a really pretty much accurate way of describing my book pile, my library. See? She has introduced herself as Cerulean Bird. Because her community does not have any personal pronouns. To name themselves, she has given herself such a name. And seemingly established with such practice grace. Supposedly, the name came about after having been blessed with the appearance of a Eurasian magpie. I have elected to propose a few alterations to addressing. But such a legendary figure shouldn't be addressed so casually. Chat, I don't know how about you guys but this is like a little bit out of my. It's like giving me way too much praise, you know. Oops, yeah, I supposed to see that. With our powerful legs and swift wings, I tend to think she's capable of flight. The blue dragon had not been able to fly, as far as I know. I suspect being grounded for years on years. Hath left her wings under use and filling the lethargic eye I cannot speak. By no means that have left the legend feeling powerful. I don't know about that. I don't know. I just been stuck inside the entire time. I just haven't been exercising. I'm not bad. I can still fly. While her flying capabilities were deficient. Hey. Huddle of land speed were unrivaled. I even bore witness to this incredible remark speed from on top of back having crossed the province and several more. and back within the day. It has nearly liquefied my eyes. And it certainly has turned my organs. Among our first of many interactions, she described herself as Dino Radio Ghost House. At first I didn't quite understand what she meant by radio ghosts. A ghost who lives on the radio waves. But the more she describes her occupation, the more it kind of makes sense why this desolate location is perfect for her solitude. I don't know if that's the right word for it. I miss my memes. How's it going? Let forth by a perfectly rational fear of being studied and proved. Yeah. Have you seen the fossil that was in that? In the Province Museum. It was well preserved, but that was my cousin. Emu bird, shut the fuck shut. Shut the fuck up, I'll come over there and I'll come over there and I'll just let. And I will choke you Thursday. I will. Okay. But her want. But her wants. To connect with others and help them connect with others. Has led her to dredging yards and scrap heaps. Did you wake a rather into jury Rick? A rather intricate and refined studio. What's going on here? Memes. I am just reading a blog post that someone have made about me. Is Retta grandiose? Actually, it's like really, really high praise. It's kind. It feels weird, not gonna lie. It's very, very awkward, you know. Yeah, but a lot of grammar mistakes. Aside from the grammar mistake, it's kind of like one to what? See how those are used? Yes. It's. A lot of it can as all of it is true, if that makes sense. But at the same time, a lot of it is like hyperbolic and she has akin to a character she once read about a printed paperback based on a video game. She's talking about Fallout. She's talking the The person who wrote this blush. She's referring to Fallout without. Referring to Fallout. 3 dogs. And honestly, that was the inspiration for me creating this whole radio station. Much like the radio host character from that video game, she hijacks the radio wave with her equipment. Haunting random frequency for those to find or stumble along into. But that is as far as the similarity stops. She doesn't deliver news. She's merely desire to connect those who are lost in old tech and nostalgia, or those who hoarded the obsolete and are curious of the old age. If you just say she's just saying, I'm just here for the vibes, man. Kind of need a drink. I need a drink for a little bit. Fuck you. This is actually kind of funny. Hi, Paul. How's it going? I see you. King Wilder says you never said they were wrong. Well, they're not wrong. They're not wrong, but at the same time. It's a little bit overblown if don't, you know. Don't you think so? These are some physical and behavioral traits as far as offhanded plans I have observed of the living fable during our weekly talks. The few times I could deserve her outside of her reserved demeanor are during the time she appears on the radio wave. Doing our weekly. Meets she is rather polite, regal focus on the guess, which is rather nice or rather chilling depending on my possibly consider myself as food. Well, yeah. I am a dinosaur. I do eat people. Like bad people. So this is not untrue. Alright, so? Yes, I do call myself Zolian Bird. Not Zolian Cerulean. Like the blue Silhouetian. Oh my god. But I've been known but. People have called me Seru Serubi or even just plain Burb. Yes, I am 17 feet and 6 inches tall. Very, very tall. The cave is very, very big. Also dinosaur birds, so the emo isn't far off. Are emails even dinosaurs? Emails even though emos. I eat actually. Actually. Alright, by emails. Dinosaurs. Emos are no no no, not
Schneider12
AI.
says uppies. PLS.
It is. I don't know about Yuppies. Very big.
King Weirdo 19 says mommy. Sorry mommy. Sorry mommy. Sorry mommy. Sorry mommy.
Chad, how dare. What the fuck? Puppies, mommy, I am not that I am. I don't know about mummies. I am just a pig. I'm just. I am just a big bird. Dinosaur. Cassowaries are dead-ass dinosaurs. What the fuck is that? Oh wow. Oh wow, that's so cute. That is a very pretty bird. What a big ass dumpy. What the hell? Big ass. I classified castaways. I feel like this birds of the genus Castellarius and order casserole forms. Oh, not good. I want the cassowaries, the super aggressive birds they could be. Who knows, Red? Who knows? And apparently. Break. You're right. I did not know they were like considered dinosaurs. The more you know. All right. Going back to this. So Discovery Day. Or rather, the day she found me. The M found me. September 29th. Verb casserole. Fuck. Check. Chicken said all birds and cricketed dinosaurs are, typically speaking, yeah. Yeah. But at the same time it's like comparing cousins like. You have your older cousin who has like 2 kids, a house and a big ass dog, and you who just graduated middle school. Like, yeah, they are the same. They are from the same family, but at the same time, they're like different generations apart. So I don't know how you could really compare them. Like I don't know how you could compare birds to dinosaur in the same matter, you know. Anyways, that's just my. Anyways, age dinosaur. Over 120 million years. I never gave her my age. Like, but I did give her clues too. When I've describe my home, my hometown, and my living arrangements. When I was still living with my parents. And like very, very old, like apparently it's when it was like doing the. They call it the Jew for tongue. Formation period. Geophoton. Man. Oh my god. This TTS is going to get me cancelled. I cannot fucking pronounce anything Chinese and it's always gonna mess it up. Living arrangement. A deep cave furnish could easily house well. A house you have to have really big. It's a really big cave. I cannot deny that. Tag, burp, tag arrow, tag burp. Guys, shut up, shut up, shut up. I am not that old. I'm still in my prime. Barb is an old lady, confirmed. Time to refire the dying star. How dare. How dare you say that? The star in dying. I am not a dying star. Oh my god. Her abode consists mainly of her living quarters outside kitchen and is rather techie radio station. She streams form. Do you lay eggs and can I eat them out? How dare you say that? How dare you say that? Do you? How dare you suggest that you will eat my unphoto eggs? That. R1 bros X, I'm going to put an egg in you. I am going weirdo when I find you. And when I got my hands on you, I'm gonna put my egg in you. Excuse me for a bit. Is that a promise? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm going to clip that. You can't threaten me. What a good time. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Alright. Hobbies. I do have a couple. Cooking is correct. People watch. People watching is also correct. Hiking is also correct. I have a really lovely hiking spot nearby to my do where I live. It's like a hill with stairs that goes out to a shrine. It's really lovely. And during springtime, they have this like really pretty ribbons that they hang out from their balconies. There's a hike for you? Cons constitute running half the continent. No. No. No, I am not that big. I'm not big to fucking cross the entire continent. I can run that but not walk but not hike it. Photography. Yes, I'm into photography. I've been doing a lot of photography. Ever since I got this camera that I just fished out of a junkyard. I just kind of spent like a couple of days tinkering with it to make sure it works, and then I haven't put it down since. What if it was a small continent though? Well, maybe. Alright, I'm also into figurine painting, that it's correct. I bought some, I have bought so many that are still in its original packaging. I still have not put them together. Herb is big, but not that big. I think it said 17 feet, 6 inches. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. What about cosplay? Boy, I am way too big to be doing cosplay. I will rip. It will rip. Video games and boy games and card games is also correct. I have a small, well, big collection of cards. Burke cosplaying as Mountain Lady? How dare you suggest that? Out there? That's going on the list. Board games. Board games. Not board games. Board games. TTRP. TTRPG. Pathfinders. Limitation of the Flame Princess. That's the abbreviation for it. Pain. Cain and D5E a la correct. Boy games. I'm sorry. No, you're not sorry. Shut the fuck up. Atomic. You're not. You are not sorry. I will. I see you. I'll walk. I'll find you and I will plug in and eat you. Make her mad, you. Make a man, yo. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm already mad. Just look at you and discuss me. Disgusting, disgusting little trap. You can eat us anytime, but can't. Man. I am screaming. I am screaming on the inside. Oh my god. Reading fan fictions. Yes, that is true. I do like reading. Like a lot of reading. When you are as when you live long enough. You do tend to read a lot of different genres. Eat me lol I mean what? Ain't no way bro it's worth. Cat. Cat. Thoughts on making fan fiction? I've already made a couple. I've only made a couple of fan fiction before. But it was like when I was still in my teen years. It's kind of cringe. I do not want to revisit that whatsoever, but I do. It's an interesting thought. Ideas actually. I don't know about doing it on stream, but it could be if it could be a fun day to just talk about fiction. Does that answer your question, Red? It's okay. All right. It's been an hour. I'm just going to take a little break, a little potty break. Now we'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Wonder how long she plans on streaming tonight. Maybe another hour, maybe an hour and a half. Depending on how we get through. The rest of this blog post and if we're able to play a little game. Welcome back everybody. I hope you went on your potty break. All right, What do I stream and what do you expect? I narrated horror, fighting, and card games. That is true. I do love implying those kind of games. It's slow and it gives you time to pause and think about immersing yourself into the role. It's a really, really chill and nice and chill. Streaming games. Fanfics reading and writing project. Hey, that answers your questions. Yeah. In the showcase, I do love to showcase. I do love to showcase a lot of indie games and even low subscriber count type of retools, you know. That BTubers. Oh, just killed out your jumps. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's like. A lot of the songs are kind of like not. Normalize. So it's the volume of these songs are kind of a mixed bag. It could be quiet or it could be super loud, so. Just because I'll kind of just be careful, I guess. Well, anyways yet to. I'll go along on to dislike Thursday. Markiplier. It's actually a character in this game. Markiplier is a NPC in Dislike, not a playable character. "3D modeling, art journaling and rigging. V. Work in progress. Yet all of them are true. Recent. I've picked. I'm doing actual like digital artwork like these. It's not. Instead of work in progress, but it is a fun work in progress, so if ever we do like a chill stream, I might just put and then just and start doing some stuff and see where my journey goes from there. It's like sketches, doodles, not like full-blown digital art. But it is a fun work in progress that I'm excited to train myself in. It's gonna be fun. Radio interviews. That is true. I do want to actually interview some VTubers and ask them question about what got them into streaming and what got them what there is. Style the sport, what they do. It's like I want to know more about them. Yeah, that makes sense. And kind of like do when I showcase them to everyone here so they will have like a new favorite or so. So if you want stream, we got teasers of live model burb maybe. Yeah. Maybe that is actually could be a thing that That happens. Let me change the settings for a little bit. All right. Inconsistent streaming. Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. Seeing me for the first time. Streaming is not my full-time job. I have another job that I used to fund my living expenses. So I've been doing so. I just streamed for funsies and okay, bored. Facts are very important. Where every stream will have at least a couple bird facts. If it's not from me, it's definitely from chat. We'll learn something new. Pretty much every time. High Street. Okay. And just like today, we found that the emus and closely related emuds are like dinosaurs because of their joints. That right. All right. So, you gotta have some ways to pay for all those kingdom destinies. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, yes. These are like $30 minis. These are not cheap to get. High qualities. Not eat them. I don't know. Okay. So. I do not know why she's. The fuck. Okay. So I do not know why and put that there. Oh no, did the. Okay. Like I thought the TTS broke. Alright anyways. Whale Taylor. I have listened to a couple of his. Favorite color and food. Oh, that's a tough question. Atomic. M. I got to say that my favorite color is. Surprisingly. Not blue.
15% on Thursday says breaks your TDS but in a cute way.
No, don't say that. Don't say that Thursday. No. And don't make me scream. Anyways, favorite color is surprisingly not blue. But it is. Like a mixture between green and blue. So kind of like seafoam. Blue maybe. Let's actually see. Let's actually see what seafoam color is. It's like a. Yeah, it's kind of like a green, but it's a mix of blue. That's like 7-part green. Well, 7-part green, 6 or 5-part blue. More green. As for food, at this one time I. Favorite food is has to be. If I could just stop interrupting myself. Favorite food. Has to be. It will have. To be a thing called nasi lemak. It's like rice cooked in coconut milk. That gives it that fatty oily texture. That with a lot of like other bits and bobs put on top of it here actually. Let me find la. Here it is. Nasi lemak wana. One of my suburbs beach alpha is going to have this color maybe. Not really. I swim in a nude. I don't wear bikinis. But if I would have to have a summer outfit, it would have to be that color. That seafoam color. And yellow. But hey, when the summer outfit comes around maybe. Now I'll think about it. Anyways, nasi lemak is a dish already. Originating in Malay cuisine. That consists of rice. Cut in coconut milk and pandan leaves. So pandan leaf is this. Grassy vanilla like, oil. Extruded from. The pandan leaves that you will often find in Asian markets or just straight off of like. I would have to say. Nudist burv skinny dipping burps sound like a mithra to me. Lamel what the fuck? What the fuck? That bad dogs down. I'm talking about food and you're talking about me skinny dipping. What the fuck? So anyways. Even though the pandan leaves is part of the cooking process, it doesn't impart a lot of its flavor into the rice itself. It just gives it a subtle, grassy notes that you can kind of taste it at the back of your mouth after you just eat. They're playing in the rice by itself. You've brought it up in the first place. Yes, but I'm talking about food. Yes. So the good thing about these nasi lemak is that you can just pair it up with a lot of things. The usual is fried anchovies, roasted peanuts, cucumbers, boiled eggs and does not take this little thing called a sambal. It's like a spicy paste. But it's more like a sort of like same consistency as a mustard. Spicy. It's sweet. And you can just pretty much put it on a lot of Malay food and it will just add to that little heat to the dish. All right. Bye, Atomic. Have a good day. Well, thanks for coming by. If you want to catch up on the rest of the stream, I'll be putting up the bot on the YouTube channel. But yeah, this is my favorite food. It's really easy to make. And is that just the rice? Everything else you can just kind of just throw a lot of the things on top. And it's just that I had this when I vacation in Malaysia. And trying to get to Malaysia is it's a tough. For one, there is the Yellow Sea between me and Malaysia. Not only that, also the Asian Ocean. And Malaysia is a peninsula. Actually. And let's actually trying to find that map from here. Here it is. No. Oh. Here it is. Yeah, here is Malaysia. So it's just this little continent here and that's just one half. The other is here. This wolf head and his wolf body. And its and human-like hand. So think of it like a dog and a person's hand. And that's pretty much how I think Malaysia. Whenever I have to visualize its country But yeah. Mainland Malaysia is here. This is where its capital is. And a lot of its mix, cultural food are predominantly in this section of Malaysia. I have not been to this other side. People often forget Malaysia owned half of Borneo. Yeah. That's core. That is correct. Borneo was like this whole huge area about Malaysia do. I think the Malaysian language is pretty funny. Yes and no, pal. The Malaysian language is just a bastardized mix of pretty much Malay and English. You can get around everywhere in Malaysia, or at least in mainland Malaysia, by just speaking English. But it has to be a specific British English kind of language. Because Malaysia was colonized by the England Empire like. Long ago they didn't get their independence until like late before the 2000s. So a lot of its language, English language, still carries on today. It's kind of fucked, but it's a neat little fact of history, I guess. I might have got that wrong, but that's that's all I know. How about the history of it? Anyways, we're getting off track. Holy shit. We were talking about me. We were talking about YouTubers I've looked at. Whale Taylor is a really well-known Japanese singer. He does a lot of karaoke streams. He has a really powerful voice like. And before. What? And he and his model is actually really well, eye-catching. I think this is a gif, but very. Bert has the attention span of a bird, huh? Shut the fuck, shut up. I hate you. Who? How dare you say that? How dare you say that? How dare? Anyways. Yeah, we are tailored. Very, very good at very, very nice. Karaoke VTuber. Go watch his stuff. He's what were we talking about? I forgot we were talking about VTubers that I just watched recently. Or rather I recommend. Mame is one of those like soft singers as well. She does covers and I think she had a concert last year. But if I recall correctly, VTuber Burbs want to interview. No, that's not correct. These VTubers are just my recommendations that I've recently watched. They're not. I don't think they are as mainstream as, say, the Whole Life members. But I do want to give like some love to them because they are great VTubers that I think everybody should know more of. Like they do have a good followings, but I feel that they should have more if that makes sense. I highly recommend. Mimi if you like. A soft voice for just chatting or just or karaoke. And look at these. Look at them. They have very, very nice models. The underrated and need more recognitions. I want to say they're underrated, but they do need more recognition. I meant to say I would not say they're underrated. But I do feel that they need more or they should have more recognition. So you're right, King, they are. There are some of the people. Libby, Lily Beezing. He has this like. He has this. Karaoke streams. With a treaty model. 3D as in three-dimensional. Model that gives her streams and karaoke videos. A lot of like movements and depth to her. Onto her singing. And she does have like a really good range of singing voices. Also she's like very cute. It's like almost like an idol. You know. Like I. Suspect she was an idol before becoming a VTuber, but I could not be certain about that. She what if I could speak Japanese. She, Lily, would be one of the few people I'll want to interview. Okay. Alright, next up is Arrow Rights. They primarily stream, but also they are a TTRPG content creator. They have a lot of their videos are dedicated to TTRPGs, in fact. Arrow was the one who got me into Kane. Yeah, the first time I saw their video was there. Video talking about like the psychic mechanics for pain that if you take stress, you can power up your abilities. But then you will still suffer like permanent damage afterwards. It was pretty sick. Well, I have not. I have not run or played in a Kane game, but one day if I could I would like to GM and play it. I know I've been talking for a lot longer, but do you guys have any like questions so far? But I do have a question for you guys for all the boys and the girlies in chat who what's your TCRPG system of choice. TTRPG. I'm a big fan of Lancer. Yes, I like the look of Lancer as well. It's like bidding creator of Kane. I believe. Oh, I haven't heard about dark hair. See, how's that? Brutal. Oh wow. Oh, I gotta talk. I gotta talk to you about it later. Dark House is rough. You can die super easily, at least from my campaign. Schizoberb. Hey, how dare. How dare you say that? That's funny though. I think they did because when you said schizo, that the other. That's our no word. That's a known. Alright, anyways, moving on. Acura Dolce. I have a lot to say about him because I won't say he does it. I will not say he is a bag. No, let me rephrase that. I have a lot to say about Akira Dolce. Because I have a lot of good things to say about him. Oh, Akira Dolce is I don't like to think I would like to say he's a British indie YouTube that runs this uh cafe called Cinnamon Sweet Cafe. That apparently has like an interdimensional portal or horror or however his dog. Not his dog. This dimensional traveling dog. That stops by this cafe every once in a while. And they kind of like became friends. Because this in this cafe that Akira runs. He has a lot of teas, coffees, I think even chocolate drinks. That he will do tasting on stream. And he's really, really smart when it comes to like puzzle games and word games. It's like I like every time I watch his shorts. His YouTube shorts I get to learn like a new vocabulary. Really, really interesting and I really recommend it. I recommend watching his stream if you just want something to put in the background. Who doesn't know? Like I also like puzzle games. And at the same time, I'm not that. I am not that smart. Slide. And Molly Jong. She's not a VTuber, but she is a very phenomenal voice actor. She's voice a lot of characters you might have known her as. Steel A from Honkai Star Rail. Astro Y'all from Zenla Zone Zero. And she also has voiced a lot of anime roles as well. Actually, let's actually take a look at her analytics. I am. Dang. I don't know how to navigate this. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Z mentioned yes, Molly Jong. Portfolio. Yes. I'm not familiar with the Apothecary Diaries, but phenomenal show. And this one I know she is the one of the main character. You know Sealy from Star Rail. And as for Yell from Endless. Yeah, give Molly Zhang a shout out, and if you ever see her role in other animes or games, let me know so I can kind of like fangirl over her. Alright. And we're coming up to the end of the block page, but I kind of need to move the screen so you can kind of see it. I have collapse lands in the future, that is correct. Hello. Ellie. Ellie. She's a close friend of mine. And then, when I did debut, we did talk about collabing in the future a couple of times. One of the one I'm excited about is the Harmonica Horrors. Co-op a 9 tile. We haven't, figure out what kind of horror games we will play, but when we do, the harmonica is going to be part of it. And she's also going to be coaching me on getting back into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dead Space? No, probably not Dead Space. I've already played Dead Space and it's not that scary for me. And also, the another VTuber I am excited to collab with. V code in the Excel. Coding. You can see what you can see his name. So he is one of the first VTubers I've actually had the pleasure of meeting before finding out he was a VTuber. Very sweet boy, I'm excited to play with Slade Aspire with him. Leading up to the release of Slade Aspired. Leading up to the release of Slade Aspire 2. So in this collab there is a mod for Slate Aspire that lets you play as a multiplier actually. So you can play with friends on the same seed and whatever. And whatever you do in one in your game can actually affect the your friends run as well. It's kind of chaotic, but it's also a cooperative, experience because you're supposed to finish all 3 acts together. So you can kind of mess with them or even just give them everything. It's fun. It's so there's that, I suspect. So that's the end of the block page. You can You can just go to this wiki.blog page. Don't know how often Em will update it, but I suspect she will. So there's that. Oh my god. It's been 2.5 hours already, holy shit. We haven't even got to the game yet. Oh my god. Right. Everybody take a quick little break. We'll be right back in like 15 minutes maybe. Alright, I am back. Alright, so I am super excited to actually show you guys this game. I delete this back when I played this game back when a couple of several years ago, actually. It is called This browser game is called Fallen London. Is a web. It's a browser-based game. You are this prisoner that just got casted into and this London that's been buried underground. And it's your task to figure out where you are. And it's pretty much an open book. Choose your adventure, kind of. Web browser game. Oh shit. Break Fallen London is such a good. It's such a good aesthetic. Yes, actually. Hold up, I actually have. Let me change the music. I have a whole playlist. Or just this game alone? Let me. Jumped on my day. Hell yeah. The Galloway Bailey has time to stand before you are upon him. He reaches for the cudgel at his belt. But you are faster. Once. Twice. Twice. So 3 times. The temples. And he staggers. Arms thrilling as he tried to steady himself from falling over the edge. You push your advances before he can recover. A smart knock to the chest has him over balance. And gravity does the rest. You grab the sack from his face as he topples away. The unlucky devil gives you a polite round of applause. Estelle Galloway disappears from sight. Shall we? The devil says, indicating the waiting. And dirigible. I keep on hearing this word. What does that mean? Dirigible. What does that mean? What is it? Looks like. Also. Dirigible. Oh, it's an aircraft. Called blimp. And bearish. Huh. How do you know? Well, you're right. It is an airship of some sort. It's like right here. Wikipedia. A non-rigid airship. Commonly called a blimp, it's an airship. We learned something today, relearned something new today. All right. Okay. As one or together, the derivative is ready to depart for London. You and the unlucky devil stand on a slim ledge beyond the prison door. You have the Galloways. CL sackcloth mask. You could attempt a disguise, but there are two of you and only one mask. One mask. Huh. Huh. Okay. Take the unlucky. Devil with you. You can disguise yourself as his galore. Okay. Or we can abandon the lucky devil. Or we can offer the mask to the unlucky devil. You don't expect him to accept it, of course. The disguise will shoot you better, but politeness doesn't go out of the window just because you're breaking out of prison. You know the game is right. The game is right. We should be polite to the devil. But first, let's just ask him a couple of things. All the details. The unlucky devil looks back at you with those amber eyes. He simply wishes to live his leave this place. He is not dangerous. No more than any other devil. And once you yourself incarcerated unjustly. Would you deny him the same release you seek? It will cost nothing to take him with you. And probably won't come back to bite you. Definitely won't come back to bite you, he insists. He does not favor biting. Well, I'm convinced we're giving him the mask. No, after you. The unlucky devil takes up the mask and regards it with amusement. Of course he could. Now put it on and hand you over to guards before escaping alone in the ship. But at least your etiquette would remain unimpeached. Sounds good. Instead he passes you the stinking thing and just to the ship. After you, he says. Phantom miming a bow. He falls into steps behind you as you negotiate with the pilot. The pilot had noticed nothing. He expected to meet a gallower, and now he has. Anything more is more than he was paid to notice. You nestled in the berth of the ship, the unlucky devil besides you. What a swift Ontario of ropes. Dirigible is free. And you descent into New Gate. It's just one of many stalactites high on the cabin roof. Aye. Onwards. Escaping from Newgate Prison. The dirigible descends by slow degrees. The false stars above become distant emerald glimmers. Gauge slowly sinks from view, one selected among many. For the first time in a long while, you have a moment to plan your course ahead. Where would you go? Where would the dirigible land? And we got a couple of options, but I think that was where this is where I am going to. Stop for today. We've been going on for 4 hours. I think that's a good time as I need to pause the game. Oh man. That was a good stream. How are we feeling? Never won. Everyone. Yeah, I feel like it was a good stream. I feel. Thank you. Hi, Sage. Yeah, you just came in at the very end. Boy, you just kind of miss everything that happened. Do you miss my lord? You miss me yapping about YouTubers. And we did like a little nostalgic trip down back into fallen London. So, but hey, Devon will be. But, Bowman says have a good day, burp. I don't know when it's going to be in the next stream. I meant to say I do not know when the next stream is. I know what's we're going to play for the next stream. Just don't know when it will be a good time to stream. Again. O came back in the. At the end of it Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But hey, it was a good couple of hours. So, I know we've been going up for like 4 hours, but I feel that I haven't given you guys the time to like digest everything that happened. Give your thoughts and or even give you the opportunity to ask questions. Yeah, but I've been with. I feel like I haven't given you guys in time to like ask question or even give your thoughts about the stream, so I'd like to open the floor for everybody to just ask questions or even just say random things. What I would like to say is that it's a good stream. The TT, despite the TTS breaking on me a lot. It's kind of funny. I feel that if when I talk slower, the TTS can't pick up on my enunciation. Car 3. Tweet chip. Shut the fuck up, Sage. I will find you. And I will put my hand around your neck. And then this stuff will happen later. I don't know.